Greetings, dear viewer. In this video, I want to talk about the income opportunities that open up to you when you become a member of the company UniLive. Of course, it all depends on what goals you come into this business with. Someone wants to earn without investing anything. Someone wants to use investment opportunities. And someone wants to use an affiliate program. Fortunately, we have an offer for everyone. So, UniLive is first of all a social network that allows anyone to promote everything that they would like to promote. His business, his product, some opportunities that he has, some services that he can provide to people. Most importantly, you can promote your personal brand and also promote cryptocurrency topics, investment topics, business topics, which is impossible in such social networks as, for example, TikTok or YouTube or Facebook. In these networks, you will be blocked, banned, and try to obscure. UniLive is a platform for any active person. And you can use both short videos to promote your topic and, most importantly, live broadcasts, IDS streams. There are very wide opportunities for streamers here. So, the first type of income that you can have without investing absolutely anything, except for your time and effort, is the opportunity to conduct streams, that is, live broadcasts. And if the topic that you conduct is interesting to people who see and hear you, of course they want to thank you for it. And they give you sweets, so-called, or gifts, and you get either dollars or a C coin, which then you easily turn into dollars and get real money, taking it out of the children to your exchange wallet, and then cards and the like. That is, the more experience you have in this direction, maybe you are a blogger. Maybe you have already been in TikTok or other social networks, and it is easy for you to conduct streams. Then you will immediately be able to promote yourself, of course using certain skills that you already have. I want to say that this is work, this is very serious work. You need to perform a lot and often. And when you do it all the time, you can become a star streamer. This is another category of people who get not only from the fact that they have sweets and gifts, but also from the fact that people who withdraw their funds to UniLive pay a commission, but they pay this commission not to UniLive, but to star streamers, so star streamers can have an income of $500 a week or more. Yes, this is serious work. I want you to understand, just like that, such money does not fall from the sky, but many people aspire to this category, and many fall into it. And here we can see, for example, the income of star streamers. Well, let's say $88 for 2.5 hours, or $265 for an hour, or $555 for 5 hours. And here we have $600 in 3 hours, and we see that the streamer received $28 in the form of sweets. That is dollars, and $1,634 in the form of a C coin. And if you calculate the cost of 0.35, you will get $600 in 3 hours. Very serious money. Well, here it's probably the maximum $1,240 for 2.5 hours. If you divide it, it's $500 an hour. Very cool, very serious, and these are real screenshots. And these are not the only ones, there are a lot of them. Every day a large number of streamers conduct streams, and earn on this someone less, someone more. Again, I want you to understand, this is serious work, just like that, such money is not earned, even on UniLive streams. But the second type of income is something that suits anyone, because it is a passive type of income. This is comparable to investment activity, with the fact that you buy, for example, shares of some company, because here, in this case, you buy manning capacity. You can buy firm $100 and a multiple of $100 to $10,000 for this amount of manning capacity. And every day you start receiving a certain number of C tokens from these capacities. On average, approximately, so that you just understand the order. From this you have from 10 to 25% a month of profit from the funds you have invested, but there is no body here. As for example, in a bank deposit, you bought a tool, this is the capacity, and this tool, in some period of time, on average it is somewhere 3, 4, 5, 6 months, will allow you to return these funds, and then you have a net income. And the income you have for the time that allows you to earn X3. What does this mean? For example, you have invested $100 to buy capacity, so the maximum that you can earn in UniLive from this type of income is $300. If you have invested $1,000, the maximum is $3,000. You can earn more, but you need to invest extra. The screenshot on the right shows that $8,000 have been invested and more than $21,000 have already been earned. X3 for 8,000 is 24,000. So soon the moment will come when you will need to redeposit funds so that the ceiling rises. So that it rises to 27, for example, 1,000, and for this you invest another 1,000. Or 30,000 for this. The funds invested by you for the purchase of capacities should total $10,000, and so on. For networkers, it should be clear that these are repeat purchases. These are additional purchases every month of those people who want to earn more and more. And this gives additional income, which will grow from month to month, but we will talk about this a little further. Let's see what token C is. This is a token that is growing in price. In the beginning, in January, in February, it cost about 7 cents. Today, it costs 36 cents. When the company launched in November 2024 year, it cost 5 cents. That is, during this time, it has grown more than 7 times. And I recommend that you follow this link. This is a link where you will find a button to go to our group chat. And you will be able to find more information there, get more acquainted with what business UniLive offers you. Let's look at our example. We entered and immediately invested $500 in the purchase of manning facilities. It was the 6th of February. And they immediately began to receive a certain number of C tokens, 1463, and on February 15th, they added another $500. They began to receive 31 C each. And it was eventually mined. Here you can see how much was mined. The price of the token at that time was growing 19, 20, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27 cents, and this naturally increased the profitability of our business. These are the incomes that we received every day from this amount. 2 and 7, 3, 3, 6, then 8, $8.50, and in percentage terms per day. It's from 0.56% to 0.85%. If you count it per month, it turned out to be about 19 to 20 to 25% per month of profit. I think it's very cool. But you should also understand that in order for your interest rate not to fall, you need to constantly reinvest, add. If you do not do this, the percentage of profitability will decrease every day. And I want you to understand this right away. Every day, 500,000 coins are allocated to reward those people who have bought manning capacities and those who are developing an affiliate program. This constant, it doesn't change. Yes, it can grow to 1 million. This company decides for itself, but from 500 to 1 million coins every day. And the number of people who buy power is growing every day. And it turns out that these 500,000 coins are distributed every day to more and more people. And accordingly, because of this, the interest rate is falling, and the yield is falling every day. In order for it to remain and be approximately at this level, which we see here, you need to add by increasing your deposit, or go even more efficiently. This is the fourth type of income that I'm going to talk about. This is an affiliate program. In addition, we very often have options for aerial drops. Here is one of them, which gave additional income, and, taking into account this airfield, the yield was at the level of 30%, even 34% per month. Yes, and we have such trends, and they are repeated, they are added, and the number of income options for the company UniLive is growing every month. Let's see what we have next. There is a third type of income, and it is also expanding, and it has appeared quite recently, because this is the Unimex exchange, which is not yet fully launched today, but it already allows you to earn. When it starts, all income opportunities will open up. This is trading, that is, you can trade on the stock exchange and earn money at the same time. And holding, you can store coins and have income from it, because coins are growing in value. Both token C and token BioX, which I will talk about further, they are growing in price, which means that just by storing these coins, you have income. Also, staking is another type of income when you store coins, and for this the company charges you an additional amount of coins. Not only do they increase in price, you will increase the number of coins. And we have it all, we already have it on the Unimex exchange. In addition, airdrops. There will be a large amount of airdrop here, because I will be entering new coins and using the UniLive platform. A social network that today has more than 1.5 million people. Of course, this is a very powerful tool for those who want to bring their token to the market. UniLive is a new word in the tokenomics of the crypto economy and the opportunities that are provided for both new coins and new participants. Let's see how the value of the UNX coin changed. This is an exchange coin, an exchange token, and it already exists. And a large number of people were able to purchase it at the best price for 5 cents. It was the starting price. One coin cost 5 cents. Well, here we see it already costs 13 cents, and here we see 14, almost 15. It's worth over 16 cents today. That is, those who could, wanted to buy 5 cents from the very beginning. Today they already have a profit of 3 times, 3x in a month or even less. The token will continue to grow, and its value in the future may be tens of dollars, or even hundreds of dollars, as it was with each exchange token. And token YUN10 is no exception. Literally today or yesterday, another income opportunity appeared. This is minting. There is an opportunity here, and it will continue for a certain period, and it lasts 100 days. The opportunity to purchase a YUNX coin for a C coin, but only in the ratio of 1 to 1 and 4/10, or 1 and 3/10, or 1 and 5/10, depending on how much you purchase this minting. Imagine that you, for example, have an amount at the level of $1,700, and you decide to use this element. This is where it is painted. With this amount, you buy 5,000 C coins, and give them to minting, and you already have a coefficient of 1 and 4. That is, instead of $1,750, you will receive 2,450. But for 100 days, every day you will receive 1% of this amount. And in the end, you will have 1 and 4, maybe even 1 and 5 times, your capital will increase within 100 days. Without taking into account the fact that the token will grow in price. Understand, there are a lot of income options here, and everything is just beginning. Again, I recommend that you connect to our chat so that you are aware of all the news, can ask questions, watch our training, presentation, and so on. But the fourth type of income, from my point of view, is the main type of income. I am a networker. My wife and I have been doing business in network marketing for 25 years. I understand that you can earn much more money here than just from passively storing your funds, using a rally, mining, holding, and so on. The affiliate program gives you 3 sources of income. This is the income from the income of the capacities of the first-line partners. This is the daily income from sales in your team. And the income from the income of the entire team from infinite depth. I'm not going to dwell on the subtleties. You can sort them out in our chat. Again, follow this link. There is a pinned message in it. And the pinned message is marketing UniLive in detail. And here you can look at everything, figure out formulas, numbers, calculate anything. It will take some time, and this is not the topic of our meeting. Well, on this slide you can stop and see what kind of income you can have by investing, for example, 100, 500,000, 5,000 or $10,000 of mining capacity. Here you can see the number of C tokens that you earn. Here you can see the number of dollars that you earn every day. And the percentage of 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, depending on how much you bought power for. Moreover, it is very important to understand that the more money you buy power at one time, the greater the coefficient, which varies from 1 to 1 and 3. For example, by 100 coefficient 1, by 5,000 coefficient 1 and 15/100ths, by 10,000 coefficient 1 and 3/10ths, so here you will have the maximum. You also need to take into account the x3, everything is calculated according to a formula that you can take again in the chat, and an example of income from marketing. If, for example, your team has created a turnover of 200,000, then you have income from all branches except one, except for a strong branch. Let's imagine that this strong branch accounts for 50% of your team's turnover. So you have an income of $100,000 in your team, and this will average about $100 a day, that is, $3,000 a month. That is, from the first type of income, you get up to 3.5% of the turnover, here to up to 3.5%. But this income is up to 28% of the total amount that is sent to the affiliate program. Again, you can figure it out further by visiting the trainings that take place on Wednesdays, or by finding these trainings in our chat. In order to sort everything out, and you understand what kind of money you can really earn here, I created this sign. So, of course, everything depends on the partner program, on how many partners, active participants in your team. These are people who buy power for themselves, who also use the affiliate program to invite new participants, who also want to receive their income either through passive or through active activity, either as an investor, or as a networker who creates a team, or as a person who conducts streams. By the way, you can also have income from the stream if you invite experienced streamers, bloggers to the first line. So, let's imagine that your team has from 100 to 300 people. Someone will say this a lot, it's unrealistic. It is very, very easy to invite to UniLive. You invite to the social network absolutely for free. A person can earn money from the first day on the fact that he conducts streams or buys power for himself. Therefore, it is very easy to invite here. And if you have invited 5 people, and they repeat you, it is already 25 people in the second depth. And that's already 125 in the third depth. And that's already 150 people in your team. Only 5 people were invited, but you can invite 10, 20 or 100 people. No one can forbid you here. And when you have about 100 or 300 people in your team, your income is at the level of $1,000 a month. Well, it's like a little bit, but it's already nice. When the team grows to 300 or 500 people, and it usually takes 3 to 6 months, your income is at the level of $100 a day or $3,000 a month. $100 a day, I showed even higher figures. And after spending 3 to 6 months, you will easily reach this level. A few more months pass, your team already has from 500 to 1,000 people, and your income grows to $10,000. Because each of these people, who have been in the company for several months, they are increasing capacity, and your income is growing. And the turnover is growing, and the number of partners in your team is growing. Thus, roughly in a year, you can reach an income of $15,000 to $30,000 a month and above. To do this, your team has from 1,000 to 3,000 people, and you are moving up the career ladder. It says here from 15 to 18 months, that is roughly a year and a half. And you can really reach an income that seems fantastic to you today, more than $50,000. I don't want to say that everyone will have it, but if you are a specialist or a very active person who is ready to invite, tell, explain, train your team, then you will definitely have it. These are real figures, and today, for example, we have been at Life for 4.5 months. During this period of time, we have reached an income of more than $300 a day. That is, today we have from $300 to $400 daily. Our superior mentor, the person who invited us, Mikhail, his income is from $500 to $700 a day. And this is not the upper bar. The non-life company has a person from China who has an income of more than $10,000 every day. More than $10,000 every day. Therefore, it is quite realistic to move along this path. Therefore, in just 3 months, we intend to reach an income of more than $1,000 a day. After another 3 months, the income is more than $3,000 a day, and in the spring of next year, to reach an income of more than $5,000 a day and above. In other words, these are real numbers, these are real opportunities, and this has already entered our lives. The only question is how fast we will continue to move and help our team move. Therefore, we need those people who have ambitions, have the desire to work, develop a business, start this business. With a completely new company, which today 95% of people still do not know anything. There is a very important rule, it is better to be the first than the best. You can be the first, and then you will be the best, because time is working for you. I finish with this, I gave a review. All the necessary information is in the links under this video, or in our bot. Because this video was created for the magic world of UniLive bot. The link will again be at the bottom. All the best and see you again.